a few signs that you were raised by a narcissistic father. When it comes to narcissistic behaviour, it can manifest itself in various ways, and it causes significant emotional harm to those around the narcissist. Now, within families, it can also cause that significant emotional harm. When it comes to a narcissistic parent, a narcissistic father, you will often notice they are more interested in impressing strangers than taking care of their own family, because they're seeking that validation and that attention. If they can impress a stranger and provoke jealousy within you, it makes them feel special. It feeds their ego. It also creates that environment where you go all out to live life on the narcissist's terms, so you can gain a taste of that attention they're giving to all those around you. And while giving it to those around you, they're making you feel like you're insignificant and not worthy. Narcissistic people in general require that excessive attention. So a narcissistic father might go all out to constantly seek praise from their children. And they do this in a manner by pointing out every sacrifice they've ever made for their children, the parental duties they use against their children, or they go all out to belittle their children's achievements, to belittle their children's accomplishments because they need the attention and validation on themselves, or they go all out to take the credit for their children's accomplishments and achievements. You wouldn't have been able to do that without me. You get your brains from me. Narcissistic parents expect that special treatment and that privileges without actually doing anything in the first place. They go all out to deceive people to get their needs met by people. They have no consideration for other people's thoughts, feelings, or opinions. They're only interested in their own, and if yours don't match theirs, they're going to go all out to make you feel stupid. They struggle to understand your experiences, your emotions, or your feelings because they lack the empathy to do so. If anything, they'll give you that backhanded compliment, that insincere praise, that flattery to butter you up, to make you feel good, when it's all a illusion to serve the narcissist's needs. They go all out to ruin special occasions, ruin family occasions, because they fear that the attention isn't on themselves, yet they ruin it in a way where they can blame you for the one who's ruined it. They will go all out to ruin it, and you can see it's them, and then they'll turn to you and say, look what you've done, or look what you made me do. So you feel like you're the one that's in the wrong. They are very boastful. They go all out to exaggerate who they are and the things they've done. So when you're out and about with them, you can find them talking to people, impressing those strangers, and exaggerating things or outright lying about things that makes you think, well, that's not quite true. And if you mention it and say that's not how it happened as an innocent child, there will be hell to pay when you get home. They have that sense of grandiosity. Therefore, the appearance outside the family home is very different to what it's like inside the family home. They seek that power and that control. So they will use emotional manipulation and gaslighting and isolation. You might have been isolated from extended friends and family as they seek to keep control over you. They have no respect for your personal space, no respect for your personal boundaries. They will go barging in on you no matter what you are doing, and they believe they have a right to dictate how you live your life, how you dress, what you do. They're not doing it to help support you and encourage you and lead you down the right path. They're doing it to condition you into living life on their terms, into living in a manner that looks good to those around them, and to the illusion that they're selling to those around them. They don't take responsibility for their behaviour, because to a narcissist, nothing is ever their fault. It is always somebody else's fault. They don't take too kindly to any form of criticism. We all know it's not nice to be criticised. However, you can just offer them some genuine feedback and they take offence to this. They seek to bring you crashing down. When you're out and about with them, it's usually those that they're envious of. They tend to criticise and mock and scoff at and have those sarcastic remarks and pull everybody else down. And you can often find the things that they pulled down when you were younger. So they'll have nicknames for people who are walkers, they might call them balkers. They'll find some sort of random nickname to pull those people down, and then suddenly when they're older and they've got the time to do it, they become that walker, which showed all along. They were pulling those people down because they were envious of what those people had or what those people were doing. They play their children off against each other. And the other parent, they play people off against each other. They create an atmosphere in the house. They create the confusion. They want the attention on themselves. They'll have a golden child who is pleasing the narcissist, that they will shower with attention, affection and support, while they devalue and withhold attention, affection and support from the scapegoat child. And there's no hard and fast rules to this. They can swap and change depending on what's going to serve the narcissist needs, serve the narcissist requirements. So they will go all out to triangulate people, to provoke those feelings of jealousy, to feed their own ego. When it comes to narcissistic fathers, they show lots of behaviours that are similar to narcissistic partners, narcissistic mothers, narcissistic bosses, narcissistic co-workers. Any behaviours you notice, please add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have a couple of books out on Amazon, 15 Rules to Deal with Narcissistic People If You Cannot Go No Contact, and a Narcissists Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, if you'd like to check those out. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.